Hello there YouTube, it's your boy B3, back with another kicking hoo-ha-hee-hoo action figure review. Today we're reviewing another Playmates Godzilla figure. It is the Playmates Toys Godzilla Toho series, Shin Godzilla 2016. Yeah, it doesn't say Shin Godzilla in the packaging, it just says Godzilla 2016, but I think Shin Godzilla is more recognizable. This is actually version 2. They redid their Shin Godzilla because they got a lot of complaints from adult collectors, even though these toys aren't for them, that the head was ugly, ugly, fugly, mugly. And it was, but like, all of Shin Godzilla is ugly, mugly, fugly, bugly. So, it didn't, like, not fit the aesthetic. But they redid him anyways. That shows that they're listening, which I think is a pretty good sign from Playmates, and this is actually a pretty cool toy. It even has more articulation and stuff than usual. You see we got the rotation on the head here, forward and back on his little twig arms. We got forward and back on the legs, and then we usually have just a rotation on the tail, but this tail's kind of on a ball, so it can go side to side, up and down, rotate. It can move a lot more than the other Playmates Godzilla tails. Very cool. And you know that because I just reviewed a couple Playmates Godzillas before this guy. And he also has little feetsy articulation. Not only is that more than the Playmates, but that's more than we get from like the standard Bandai Movie Monster series. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points of articulation. On a $12 Godzilla figure? That's pretty good, dude. And he's, you know, not super heavy or anything. The spines are rubbery. They're not going to poke some kid's eye out, you know. They really thought about this. You know, the paint's not perfect, but once again, this is a kid's toy. And we judge kids' toys by kids' toy standards on this channel. So yeah, the red paint doesn't go up onto the neck, but or onto the spines here, but who cares? You know, they painted the eyes, they painted the teeth, the inside of the mouth. They gave him red where it's the most necessary. You know, I don't think the sculpt is bad. You know, for a cheap Godzilla kids toy, it's fine. No paint on the claws on the hands, but we got it on the feet. And I recently said in another Playmates Godzilla video, if I had to choose between claws and feet, I'd rather have the feet because it's more noticeable, and it's much less noticeable on claws. You know? But I mean, this is a pretty cool figure. It has, he can you know, topple a little bit if you have him on a softer surface because the tail's kind of heavy on him and stuff. But when I have him on a hard surface, he stands perfectly fine. He just has to be on a hard, flat surface. So that's not much of an issue, but if a kid's like playing with him on the carpet, he's not going to want to stand super well, even if you have his feet arranged properly, you know? Even if you got the feet arranged properly. But yeah, I still think he's pretty cool. So now let's do some size comparisons. First up, let's compare him with another Godzilla form, this one from Playmates Toys, Godzilla Terrestrius, who I just reviewed. It was the very last review I did, actually. I think they scale pretty well together because this is a shorter but longer Godzilla. I really like that. And another Playmates figure that I reviewed 2 reviews ago. Here he is with the Godzilla Classics version, this isn't the Toho version, of Burning Godzilla from 1995. Pretty cool. I'm digging that. I know Shin is taller than him, but I like my Godzillas to be about the same height, at least this kind of form. Speaking of Godzillas, in this Godzilla review we're almost done with, let's show him with the Movie Monster series Gigan Rex Godzilla, who's supposed to be junior, I think. Pretty cool. I like that as well. Speaking of Gigan Rex, let's show him with Gigan Rex as well, huh? Get the pair in here. That's pretty cool. I really like that. He looks like he could be a Shin Gigan, so I think they look great together. Honestly, design-wise and height-wise, of course, which is mainly what we were looking at here. And of course, I've reviewed all those figures. Now let's show him with a couple more. Here he is with the Diamond Select Pacific Rim Uprising Obsidian Fury, who's much too tall for him. Much too tall. And then the NECA Ultimate King Kong. This is the first one, just the regular basic one, who's also way too tall. Oh well. Still, so regular 6-inch kaiju figures, he scales excellently with from his line, which is the most important thing, that he scales with his own line, but also other lines, which is great. And that's it. So all in all, I think they did some great improvements on this guy. The first release is actually the only one of these I don't have. I have all the other ones. Even if I haven't reviewed them all, I still got to review Rodan and Gorgosaurus, I believe. But, I mean, he's really cool. You know, he's got more articulation than I expected. The paint's fine. The sculpt is fine. You know, he's a nice durable figure for kids, a nice sizable figure that's really affordable. So if you have kids that love Godzilla, I think this would be an excellent figure to get them. So that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the links in the description below, Facebook, Twitter, etc. And I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.